Oh, right. Hey, we're talking about a topic that gets a lot of people, right? Because how many times have you stepped on the scale and it ruined your entire day before you even ate breakfast? I've done that. I've stepped on the scale and it has completely ruined my mood all day. I was so frustrated and I started making poor choices. I started starving myself to make sure that it's down tomorrow, right? And so that's what we're talking about today is how to avoid scale panic. Because the other way is, if you step on the scale and it's up a couple pounds and then you hit the screw button and go on a downward spiral and throw it all out the window. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about why that number is a lie and what to focus on instead so you can stay the course and avoid scale panic. That's today. Because here's the thing, your weight can fluctuate up and down 5 pounds a day from things like water retention, a salty meal, period hormones, a hard strength training session. Like when I have a hard lower body day, like if I have heavy squats in a day, I will always the next day without fail probably be up about 3 pounds because now your body's releasing more inflammation and you're going to hold on to more water and just more stuff is going to be held on to help repair and recover. That's a good thing. It's not body fat. Things like muscle inflammation, again, like good soreness from those workouts, like that's part of it. And even how much you pooped. Did you poop yet today? Have you peed yet today? Like there's so much stuff that could influence the scale on a daily basis. So that gain after last night's pizza, it's water. It's not fat. Fat loss and fat gain happens over weeks, not hours. So here's some better ways to control your progress, right? These scale free victories, these non scale victories. NSV. Are your clothes fitting better? Looser around the waist? Hell yeah, you're losing inches. You're losing bloat, right? That's a good thing. Your energy levels. Can you walk upstairs without huffing and puffing or your knees hurting? Workout wins. Are you lifting heavier? Are you lasting longer? Right? Muscle weighs more than fat. And if the scale stalls, but your genes zip up easier, you're winning. You're literally making progress. And here's the thing oftentimes when I take on new clients, there's always a question I ask. What is your goal? And they go, I want to lose 30 pounds. If I lose 30 pounds, I'll be happy with myself. I'm like, got it. So here's the thing. What if you lost that 30 pounds, but you didn't look any different or feel any different? Would you still be happy? And they look at me like I'm crazy. They go, well, no, obviously not. It's like, okay. So it's not the 30 pounds that's important. It's everything you think losing 30 pounds will bring into your life. Yeah, got it. What are those things? Those are the things that you need to be measuring, not the number on a tiny little box that you stand on. Another way to think about it is what if I told you the scale isn't good or bad? It's just data. So here's how to strip away its emotional power over you. Set expectations before you step on the scale, right? You wouldn't get mad when it rains when the forecast warned you it's raining, right? Because it warned you ahead of time. So when it's raining, you're like, oh, yep, there we go. Treat the scale the same way. Before you weigh yourself, ask yourself, what could make this number higher today? Did I have more salt at dinner last night? Is my period due this week? Did I have a hard workout yesterday? Did I have more carbohydrates last night? Did I eat later last night? Have I pooped yet? XYZ. Like all those things. Ask yourself these questions. Because now when you see the number, you'll think, yep, just as expected. Instead of, oh, well, I clearly failed. This isn't working. I might as well quit and give up and go on a downward spiral and I'll just start over again on Monday. Because now, when we reframe what that progress actually looks like, at worst, the scale just becomes neutral. Ah, yes, there we go. It's exactly what I thought it was. Or it goes down and you go, hey, it's working. Because real progress looks more like a stock market graph. It's not a straight line, it's not linear. It starts up here and it goes like this, and it goes like this, and it goes up and down and 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 up and down. But slowly, remember, I started up here, I started right here, but it's down here, right? But that's what it looks like, this kind of seismograph of just up and down, up and down, up and down. And but so that's why the daily weigh-ins are important but not what we should be, the only thing, not even the top 5 things we should be looking at on a daily basis for whether or not we're making progress. Real progress is up and down, but overall growth, that overall, if the monthly trend is right, the daily numbers don't really matter. But it's just a good way to measure how our body's responding to what we're doing, right? So I'll use the example I use all the time when it comes to when I was getting ready for my wedding back in 2023. In May, I think it was like May 11th or something like that, I was at 211 pounds, right? My goal was to get down to 200. That would have been 30 pounds of fat loss at the time. So I was down at 211. I was almost there. I was almost 2/3 of the way there. But when I got one day, I stepped on the scale, it was 211. And the next day, it dropped down to 208. Holy sweet Jesus. That was awesome. And most people would have gotten super excited and like high-fived themselves and been super motivated and everything. I didn't change a thing. My diet on day 2 looked exactly as it did on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like all like from the get-go. My diet did not change. It stayed the same. Every single day without fail, I changed nothing about my diet. And yet, the next day, it was up to 212. So I lost 3 pounds overnight, and then I gained 4. That is where most people would hit the panic button. Oh my God, what went wrong? What did I do wrong? I ate perfectly yesterday. I don't know what's going on. But I knew it was happening. I knew that all I had to do was be patient. All I had to do was just wait it out. And I'm glad I did, because the next day I stepped on the scale again and now I'm down to 206. So I lost 3, gained 4, dropped 6. And that's what it looks like on a daily basis. It fluctuates up and down and up and down and up and down. And if I had done what most people do and hit that panic button, I wouldn't have succeeded. I would have blown back up before my wedding. My shirt wouldn't have fit. My tie probably would have been choking me. I had a beautiful like red vest that I wore on my wedding that I was so excited to wear. That wouldn't have fit, right? And I would have been embarrassed. But because I was patient and I looked at it objectively, just seeing the data for what it is, and I set expectations before stepping on the scale, I was able to get down to 199. I made a 31-pound fat loss. That was incredible. I felt amazing. But most of the time, most people, the moment that goes down, they're excited. But that also means the moment it goes up, they dread it. They hate it. They hate themselves. They beat themselves up. And they use that as an opportunity to sabotage the whole thing and ensure that they don't reach their goal. So your new scale ritual, every time you go to step on the scale, is number 1, prep your mind. The number on the scale doesn't define me. Number 2, predict. It might be up because blank. And number 3, record and release. Log it like a weather report and then move on. This is how you take away the drama and the scale becomes kind of boring. And that's freedom. I'll see you next time.